Company appears to have been caught in an attempt to artificially inflate the price of life-saving cancer medicines in Europe. The company is Aspen Pharmaceuticals, and according to leaked documents, employees plotted to stop supplying drugs and at one point threatened to destroy drug stocks unless health authorities agreed to price hikes. There's a lot to this story, and here to help me break it all down is boom bust extraordinaire Manuel Rapolo. This is a really disturbing story for a lot of people. It's devastating. Let's start with the company, Aspen Pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, it feels like we're talking about pharmaceutical companies a lot
lately,
right?
There's never a lack of drama
there's never a lack of material to work with. I'll give you a little bit of background about Aspen. Aspen Pharmaceuticals is a South African firm. Their European headquarters are based in Dublin. To no shock.
Oh,
a lot
nice.
of pharmaceutical
taxes there.
I think they hate corporate taxes in Ireland. But the Aspen firm is originally out of South Africa. In 2013, Aspen Pharmaceuticals purchased 5 different cancer treatment medicines from another well-known pharmaceutical company, GlaxoSmithKline, and they reportedly hiked the price of these medicines by 4,000%. So just an example.
4,000%.
Yeah, that's a big number.
That's
so
delightful.
let me give you an example of one of the drugs. It's called busulfan. Busulfan is a chemotherapy drug used to treat leukemia. The price went from £5 in England and Wales to £65 in 2013. So this is a story that we're learning this week from journalists in the UK with The Independent, who are citing emails that were leaked from within the company. One of those emails reportedly shows employees calling for celebration over the price hikes. The Times investigation points to a dispute between Aspen Pharmaceuticals and Italian health authorities back in 2013, where the company threatened to stop supplying Italy with these cancer drugs unless they agreed to pay this price hike. At the time, in Italy, that price hike was 2,100%. El Confidencial Digital, which is a Spanish newspaper, they're pointing to another leaked document where Aspen was in price negotiations with Spanish health authorities, where they did the same thing. They threatened to stop supplying the health ministry in Spain with these drugs unless they agreed to a price hike of 4,000%, which is the number that we've been hearing reported. And no, there's more to this. Daily Mail reported today as well that in a separate email under the same negotiations with Spain, the company threatened to destroy their own stock of medicine. They threatened to destroy their own stock of medicine unless Spanish health authorities agreed to those terms. So in a nutshell, that's what we're learning this week.
I hope their grandmothers are finding out about this, because that's something that you don't want anyone who you have to answer to know about it, because it's the moral implications are just really weird.
And the fact that we keep hearing about this.
And
this is an old story. This was taking place 2013, 2014, and we're starting to learn about these leaks now in 2017.
What about the company wasn't necessarily, though, doing something illegal, right? There's got to be a loophole.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. There's a legal loophole in the UK that allows for drug companies to decrease the price of a drug if said drug is no longer branded under the same name. So,
okay, so they can rearrange things a little bit.
It sounds strange. It even sounds a little bit kind of shady. Almost looks like it's designed to benefit the pharmaceutical companies. But the real reason this loophole exists is so that the price of brand name medicine can actually be cheaper once the patent for that medicine expires.
Runs out.
Exactly. So it's designed to make drug prices more affordable for generic medicine. The problem, which is what the Independent notes, is that if drug companies are manufacturing a specific drug, but they don't have any competitors, they don't really have any incentive to lower the price.
No. Gosh. What's the legal action being taken? There's got to be a ton of stuff.
Look, in terms of what happened in Spain, I haven't found anything in terms of specific legal action. But in 2016, the Italian Competition Authority, they fined Aspen Pharmaceuticals $5.5 million for a breach of European Union law that was specific to price fixing. The UK, the National Health Services, says that there are laws right now being introduced to tackle this specifically, laws that currently don't exist. It's a long, drawn-out process. But the European Cancer Congress says that it's costing the National Health Services $476 million per year to write prescriptions for these generic drugs. So there is a sense that NHS will be looking for compensation for damages from Aspen. The thing is that when we hear about these stories about price fixings, there's one company that comes to mind, right? And that's Mylan. Mylan Pharmaceuticals.
EpiPen.
They just got slapped earlier this month with a class action lawsuit related to the price fixing of their flagship product, the EpiPen, which delivers epinephrine for allergic reactions. So it's clearly an issue that goes beyond price fixing in the pharmaceutical industry in the United States. In Europe, there's a lot of countries that are having a hard time addressing the appropriate regulations to get a hold of this. And you know, honestly, the last time I checked,
really rich.
a drug business, a pharmaceutical business is in business to make money, not save lives.
That's
so
true.
It's not really that surprising that we keep hearing
It's not
these stories.
surprising at all. And the thing is with the NHS over in England, that's the government paying for it. It's not here. We feel it on the patient level. There, the government feels it.
Everyone
gets
hit. Taxpayers get hit.
We're outraged in a different way.
People should be paying attention.
Yeah. Thank you very much for this, and we'll wrap it up.
Thanks, Lizzie.